Have you accepted any roles that later on you felt you did not want to be a part of or follow through with due to negative changes in the project, negative messages, negative people, and what should you do about it? What a wonderful question. Yes, I have. I've walked away from a few projects over the years. The key is there's this point of no return, unfortunately, with certain things just professionally, because if you were to pull out, they would have to reshoot the whole film, or they'd have to reshoot. It would cost a great deal of money. And, and yet, if there's a violation, I mean, if there's such a violation to you that is that extreme, you should quit. If you feel sexually harassed or abused or taken advantage of in any way, and you've been clear about those boundaries and it's still not honored, I don't care. Go reshoot your own film. Do whatever the hell you got to do. So let's not talk about those extreme examples. Let's just talk about you've been cast in a play. You're very excited. Everyone seems really great. You do your first table read, and already there's some flags. The director's late, unorganized. It just, if this is a ship, it's not a tight ship. That's the other thing for those that have been through our training. I do believe a wonderful standard's been set for professionalism, for the way you should be treated, and vice versa, and how to be a pro. And so because of that standard, you're going to run into people in situations where that's not the case. In fact, honestly, you're going to find that a lot. And you just have to decide, moving as it moves forward, whether this is it a minor deal, is a big deal. And as you watch it unfold, at some point there will be a point of no return, right? Where if you were to quit, you're now going to cause a lot of problems. And yes, you don't like your co-star, and your director can be a little temperamental at times. I'm not making excuses for these. I'm just saying that these are quite often the realities of being, in a production. A lot of personalities come together at once. A lot of people that have nothing in common other than this project are thrown together, and we're all supposed to get along, right? And it's not the case. It's not going to happen. There's going to be difficulties, and there's going to be egos, and there's going to be, just bullshit along the way. And how you deal with that, you got to, so make sure you communicate. Make sure you don't stuff it. Make sure you express these things and do it in a professional way. You don't want to dress down the director in front of the cast and crew. Pull the person to the side. Hey, I think we have a problem here. I'm not comfortable being treated that way or having things said to me that way. And I would appreciate, you must, otherwise it's just going to fester, and it is going to reach a point where it's going to start, to affect the production and the project. Back to the original question, have there been times when I've walked away? Absolutely. I quit rehearsals of a really wonderful opportunity early in my career, but it was the very first day of rehearsal. It was the very first day, and this hotshot director, it was clear. Not only did he have big ego, no problem, okay, but he was really condescending, and to have what happened that first day, I just turned to him about 2 hours into rehearsals. I go, you know what? I can tell this is not a good fit. So I'm going to back out right now, so that it doesn't, cause you any problems. I mean, obviously they'd cast me over other people. So now they got to reach back to the person that they wanted, the second choice, or cast him or, so it's a hassle. There's no doubt. But honestly, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. But if it was a week before opening, I would suck it up and I'd get through it and I'd learn from it and vow to never do it again. It's kind of like being in a bad relationship, right?